How are you? I'm just doing this video to just share some distortions. On the last video, I pretty much shared much of my time-based effects, like, well, mainly reverbs and delays and things. But I got a couple of reach outs for the distortion and overdrive. I'm pretty much kind of going over that and seeing how I use mine. And what I mainly want to get into is also, how we play and how much that impacts, what we do, like with the pedal. Okay, so the pedals that we have they matter, but we also have to keep in mind how we play, like what we're actually playing to complement those pedals. All right. Nothing too fancy. I think I mentioned all of them last time, but it's volume pedal. This is just an Ernie Ball volume pedal, SP compressor, double treble, overdrive, a Maxon overdrive distortion pedal. It's a RTD 800. Sinvertech distortion number 5. Here's just a buffer pedal. I'm not even using that right now because I have a pretty good mic level. A delay lab, Vox delay lab. This is actually a pretty old pedal. And the XT stump. And right now, and I got a tuner pedal, just a polytune too. So right now I have my, you can pretty much hear my, my reverb. That's not what I was going to talk about today, but that's the delay. I just kind of wanted to do that for no reason. But yeah, let's get into the distortions or the overdrives, which are these two. In this overdrive, there are 2 overdrives in this. Okay, that can be used. One here, one here. There's a drive, tone, and volume knob here, as well as a bass boost. And the same thing is over here. All right. Here, I have this on the overdrive setting. And this has a boost. So this is basically one. You can either use the distortion or the overdrive setting on this. Okay. I mainly use the overdrive and I keep it on the lowest because I like how that sounds. This is what I use. The Sinvertech is what I use as my distortion. Okay. Now, what I want to mainly say is for this one, for the double treble, I use it as it's intended to be used. I use either one overdrive at a time or both, and it goes well because it's within the same pedal. I've tried to use this overdrive with this overdrive. It gets a little muddy. If it does work, I would only be able to use one overdrive on this side and then this overdrive, and maybe in a more subtle way, in a low. So now I feel like reverbs and delays go very well with overdrive. So I'm going to use the delays and overdrives just to kind of help, but I'm going to also demo things dry as well. So as far as the chain, we don't have to mention the tuner pedal, but it is going into that, and that is going into the compressor going into this overdrive going into this overdrive, and this one is going into this. Then this is going to the volume, and this volume is going into, my reverbs and delays, and then it's going out. Okay, but the last thing in the chain is this delay, then straight into the DI. In this case, my interface. Okay, so just so you can hear the clean, this is a Strat, okay? It's like an old Squire Strat with upgraded pickups, upgraded pick guard. All right, so that's what this is. So let's get into the double treble. I got this double treble on the lowest. Here's the drive knob. I got it all the way down. All right. And I got the bass boost on. I like the bass boost because I just like the low end. All right. And the tone is not all the way high, but it's pretty much up there. But here it is. Here's clean. And I'm going to turn it on midway. All right, so that's how that sounds. And let me tune up real quick. So, but yeah, so I mean that's so far that's what we got. We got the double treble. So it's a little bit of mid boost. Now, how does this sound with the delay? You know, I like that sauce. How does it sound with the reverb? So you know, it goes together pretty well. I'm sort of turning so that maybe you can see a little bit of what I'm playing too. Maybe not. All right, so next, let's get into the more lead side of overdrives. Okay. You can double this up. All right. So it's in, it's in the same pedal. So one way that I use this, of course I use the volume pedal to swell and things like that, but we're not swelling right now. This pedal also has a gate that you can open up the back of the pedal and you can switch a gate on, only on one side though. So here's how that sounds. Here's another reverb. Let's check it out with a delay. Let's take one of the overdrives off. Okay, let's make that wider. So yeah. So you can flavor it up a little bit. Now just to experiment with it, let's see how these two sound. Well, let's see how this sounds by itself. So you can see it sounds similar, but I have it, maybe it's just because it's on a different setting. But and these are actually based off of a similar pedal. But yeah. So, you can see how I kind of do that. Like I said, this kind of, to me, it gets a little muddy. I generally do these two. And if I do these, I don't have to really do these two at the same time. I just generally do this if I just wanted to get a little crunchy, you know, just slightly. I just want to warm it up a little bit. And if I want to do like a soft, overdriven lead, like in the intro of a song, maybe I'll like double it up here. And obviously I can put my humbucker on and make it sing that way. And with delay, Alright, so I don't know if that mattered or not, but I just want to show you that. Just how that tone on a different pickup, how that can sound. Here's my distortion pedal. I can use it by itself. It's actually a pretty good pedal, but here it is. With the delay, yeah, here we go. I might want to turn my volume up, right? Now, one thing that's important with these pedals is you're not going to get the most out of them when you're not using different means of like expression. And to me, if you're not bending and using pinch harmonics, so if I want to bring it out, you know, use your pinch harmonics, use that side of your thumb or the tip of your nail to make it sing a little bit. Or you use your overdrive pedal to boost this a little bit. And all that's going to do is make it sustain a little more. So let me let you hear the difference. So when I have the distortion on, you'll just hear this sort of sustain it. Now, those of you who like zero noise, I feel you, but I like a little bit of noise as far as I just like it because it makes me feel like I'm playing a for real amp. All right, it's just me. So I like some of the noise, especially if I'm doing, you know, a lead line or something. But yeah, so when I hit it, that's the sound I want. You know, if I just don't want it, I'll like, you know, bring the volume pedal up, and then otherwise I'll just have the volume pedal down or put a gate on or something like that. But it works with what I'm doing. So yeah, I have the distortion pedal, and just use your overdrive pedal to push this. And I use the lower drive. Okay, sometimes if I really want to push it, I choose the one that I have a little bit more driven, a little higher on the drive knob, but I usually don't even need that. But yeah. With the delay. So it's sort of a classic distortion, almost sort of like a little more than classic distortion, you know, maybe. So that's that, right? So I just wanted to show you that. Like I said, the settings on which I didn't say it. I know I said like I said, but I didn't say it. On the Sinvertech, I keep the distortion pretty much like 12 o'clock or maybe like 1 o'clock, okay? And even the volume, I got the volume at like 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock. Nothing really past that. And as far as my EQs, I mean, everything hovers around 1 o'clock. Okay, so it's like, I mean, maybe depending on what kind of DI I'm plugging into, I might have to boost the highs a little bit or the presence a little bit and keep the bass at about 1 o'clock. As you can see, the Overdrive, I don't know if you can see from there, but this treble is going straight up 1 o'clock. This mid is going straight up 1 o'clock. The bass I actually got down a little bit at like maybe 10 o'clock. So, and yeah, I base it on what interface or what DI I'm plugging into. I think I went over this one already as far as the settings. I got the bass boost on both channels. This drive is at about 11 o'clock. Okay, volume is just gonna be based on, I just keep it the way that it is. And I check it, I make sure that I check it every time I plug it up. The SP compressor, which matters, this matters. Again, volume, I got this volume pointing straight up. So as you can see, most of my settings, I try to keep them like straight up. And then I go from there. Okay, I don't nothing is real drastic. I try to get most of my tone, I try to get my guitar sounding the way that I like for it to sound by itself, plugging straight into a DI. That's, if somebody want to know my secret sauce. If I plug this guitar straight into the interface, I want it to sound decent, period. So that way I can use everything to shape that. Now, this last thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go to, now this is something I don't use. I only use my HX Stomp for reverbs. That's literally it. And sometimes I switch on the chorus right here. Sometimes I do that. So I think that's a cool sound. Like I said, reverbs. That's lit. That's all the reverb that I use. These two right here. And then I pair it with, you know, my delay. All right. Now I'm going to switch this to a more like distortion overdrive setting that I got on. Where we at? Here we go. So yeah, this is just a regular setting. I have it on the Jazz, one of the Jazz amps. The Jazz Rivet 120. Yeah, I got the and that one has the 1x12 with it. No, a 2x12 with it. Okay, so yes, I have that. And the compressor, I'm just using the deluxe comp, you know, I have that. So I mimic the same signal chain up until the actual distortion in the amp modeler in this. So compressor, overdrive, distortion. All right, compressor, overdrive, distortion, amp. In this case, the amp modeler is in the HX stomp. So I just want you to hear it. Same thing, you know. So imagine that this is a HX stomp and a delay pedal, and that's it. All right, HX stomp and delay pedal. So you can kind of take these out of the chain. All right, so I'm gonna bring this up. Let me see. Bring this level up a little bit. A lot of it. That might be too much. And of course, you can use the HX stomp and not use the compressor, and you just use another compressor. And you know, so it's about the sound that you want it to have. So I pretty much. Now the difference, let me compare that difference. Now I like the SP compressor better, but you know, I just want to. But just notice, like, the compressor is not making my guitar sound better. It's enhancing what's already coming out of my guitar. Now, I like a little more low end. That's just me. Like, your guitar should already have, like, a balanced sound. Oh, and what I also noticed is that I got this gate on, and it's a little too gated. Yeah, so let me not. All right. So yeah, we got that, and so yeah, let's try this scream real quick. And I'll rock with it. Like, I will rock with this scream. Like, if I just didn't want to bring everything, and I wanted to just have a delay pedal and the HX stomp. I mean, because the HX stomp is what it is, and it's not the HX stomp XL, it's just the HX stomp. If I had the XL, then I would you know, add a couple more delays, whatever. But I, you know, I like analog digital paired up. I like that. So, but yeah, if I had the delay with it, and actually in this case, I could add something here. I could go down here, and I could, you know, get me a delay. Okay, give me a stereo delay, and just let me see, dual delay. What do I want? Sweep echo, whatever, and just assign it right there. And then take this out of the picture. So, you know, I like how that goes. You know what I'm saying? So I like it. I like that. So yeah, like this overdrive sounds decent to me, but again, I like to have my guitar to sound a certain way before I even put it into anything. So now let's see how I'm gonna do the distortion. Distortion doesn't sound bad. It's all about the player. Make sure that you're bringing out, you know, what's already in the distortion. Now, it doesn't have the same punch. Maybe I can make it, you know, do what I need for it to do, but It is the deluxe comp, so maybe one of the other ones sound better. But let's put the overdrive with the distortion. I would rock with it. I would rock with it. Let me see. Let's see how another one sounds. Yeah, I don't do it. I mean, classic distortion, I could probably make that sound the way. Okay, heavy distortion. Let's do that. Yeah, we're not doing that. Nope. Let's turn this treble down. All the way down. Yes, sir. Let's do that. See, and what some people don't think about is that when you put your distortion on, you don't have to crank the highs. You can turn your highs down, and then when you do your pinch harmonics, you can break out the highs. So that then you have a more like balanced sound. Like make it as open as you can make it, but you don't want to pierce people's ears. Like that's a little too piercing to me. But yeah. All right, that didn't work the way I wanted it to, but here we go. All right. Trying to sound crazy, yo. Yeah. So I hope that was helpful. I mean, I was really rambling, but yeah, I really hope that was helpful. I'm not doing a lot of editing on this, but I just wanted to show that just to, maybe it's helpful for you to get a feel of how to signal chain your distortion and your overdrives and everything. All right, peace.